adventurers made it to the threshold of the heavens. There they worked their way to the top of the spire to confront Belephaion. They were not able to stop him from activating the tower, causing the entire city to begin rising in the air. However, the city was not prepared for this, and it seems that several parts of it are going haywire, gravity inverting, going in every direction. Now they must escape.
So, you've made it down, but the city is crumbling around you. And it's crumbling up, down, left, right, every other direction.
Red, huh?
So we just basically gotta get out of here, right?
We got a GTFO.
The city is crumbling around you.
Well, we could go straight down that way. Or we could go back to where Demolin was.
Who?
Demolin, the wizard lady that gave you your damn robes.
Oh, yeah.
How do you not remember this?
I don't have my notes in front of me. Yes,
So-
we could go back there.
Shortest path would be to Demolin, but there's also the chance of cave-ins. Since I would assume, well, or cave-in, or something. So what do we want to do, guys?
As much damage as possible.
They've already done that to themselves.
More. I attack the ground.
I attacked the magic.
I eat the I'll tell these cliffs, Joe.
Which cliff?
Oh, and the cliffs run
If I remember right, they're hundreds of feet.
100 feet.
They're very tall cliffs.
Okay. Yeah, but he has the ring of featherfall, so.
I mean, yeah, you could literally keep trying.
Let's see, we're in the center, so yeah.
Yeah, we're
So I'm sorry, I didn't hear how high were the cliffs.
high. Very high.
Hundreds of feet up.
I say we should just, yeah, because if we go to the main entrance, it's going to be running into the enemy camp.
Yeah, but I also have to imagine this would be the best time to strike if we can, considering they're going to be in complete disarray after everything.
I don't think they're going to worry about us too much. I mean, a few might, but for the most part, their main camp has been emptied because of their surprise attack by Darrett. And I'm sure they're probably... at least I personally would be still chasing Darrett, trying to get him as much as he can. At least try to crush him if he can.
Okay, to the main camp.
So I guess we're going to run south.
Maybe there's dragons there.
Yeah. Here.
I mean,
that's
also that
south.
floating thing in the sky.
Can we take a short rest before that, then?
No. The city is collapsing around us.
Oh yeah, we could take a rest.
You get time for a short rest?
Probably.
You
They only
I'm
last a few seconds.
Let
You
me
just
camp
hit the little
run away.
campfire button, and then you hit short rest, and then
That's
you're good to go.
No, this isn't Baldur's Gate. Because technically, even then, I'm sure you could just take a long rest too.
Yeah, you just
Automatically
gotta
appear in your camp.
Yeah, you just gotta eat 40 pounds of food yourself.
Unfortunately,
No, it's
that's
all
not
good.
how it works here in this one.
Yeah, no, go south.
So we'll run south.
Yeah, you can take a long rest.
Wait in the mansion.
Yeah, I literally.
Yeah.
Anyone have
Cats,
Heelys?
Uncle's mansion, just wait it out.
Nobody has Heelys.
Let me check.
What are you checking for? We don't have Heelys. They don't exist.
Well, fine. I guess I'll
Really
put my
cool.
Heelys back in my ring.
Yeah, see? You can stay in his ring, his ring get crushed. Posse survive.
You wouldn't know what I'm talking about. I wouldn't even know what I'm talking about. So how do you know they don't exist?
Can we just run south?
I meant healing potions. Healing for us.
That's what I was going for, and then Matthias was like, "We don't have healings."
I have one.
Does anyone need it?
Are you? How hurt are you?
I'm only at
Oh,
60,
nice.
so I'm probably fine. I'm pretty sure
I'm at 19.
Trot only took damage once this campaign, so.
I'm at a third of
And
my
the hand
health,
damage. You talking about?
but
I'm
I
pretty
can.
sure you've taken damage in one of our sessions.
I guess I can give Matthias a potion of healing. Or do you want a greater potion of healing?
I'll take that.
Okay, potion of healing it is.
And I'll down it as we're running.
Yes, you can take the greater potion. 44 plus 4.
I might need my healing potion.
Pretty good.
Oh, wow. Nice.
Wow.
Didn't waste it.
Yeah. I was like,
time.
I was fearing he was going to waste it. It's like,
Almost max.
yeah. And I'm going to drink a regular potion of healing. Which is what, 2d4?
You wasted it.
Yeah.
Did you roll it with advantage?
Oh.
Oh, okay. No, I see now.
Okay. We're running.
Alright, you guys are headed south.
Yes.
Well, you begin heading south, but it's not too long before you are impeded as a 30-foot ascent level between the levels of the ruins and the next district of the city. Your best bet, if you can't fly that is to leap from rock to rock.
I'm going to fly up there and tie off a rope.
Alright,
I'm leaping Joe.
an athletics check.
Okay.
As Matthias, with his thighs, just flies way up there.
I don't skip luck day.
As we've seen, as we have seen with Baldur's Gate, when you make a jump, Matthias is just all the way at the top level now.
Come on, Carnax. Leg day.
I must have motion sickness.
I mean, when they get, yeah, I mean, there's a rope getting tied off.
Yeah, but they're choosing to jump before you have the rope tied off.
Are we jumping down or up?
You're jumping up.
Oh.
So Carnax does not quite make it.
Can you use the rope?
You can use the rope once you've done tying it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Matthias and Carnax were not waiting.
Oh wait, I don't have very good.
I tried.
Both Carnax and Griffle jump up, get handholds, but then quickly lose them and slip back down the side of the rock.
Taking his time tying that rope off.
But I just said I went up there to tie it off, so I was waiting until Joe said it's tied.
They're just giving people a chance to try and do their own thing.
Is Kelly here?
Eventually,
In person.
Oh, okay.
Not in
It's-
mind, but in person.
In spirit.
In person. I didn't mind.
I distracted my thoughts of Baldur.
A little bit.
You would have a good time with it?
Yep.
She's
A little bit too
becoming
much.
addict. I mean, we could go there next if we wanted to. I've got the book.
Where?
Ah,
I say he's got the rope tied off, but Carnax ignores it and jumps up there himself anyway.
I'm calling out the rope. Just
I mean,
because
he can't be outdone by Matthias.
Everybody else climbs up the rope and makes it further to the south. Now making it into the southernmost district.
I don't need to grab the rope. I'll leave it.
It is at this point, as you pass what was once whatever building they were operating out of here, but has long since flown away. It seems in their haste to take it, they forgot some stuff behind.
Oh.
kind of stuff?
You see a pen with 4 dragonels tied up.
Buddies!
I go there. And
They
untie them.
seem panicky. They feel very upset by the fact that the city is trying to fly underneath them rather than them flying over the city.
But while Griffle is going to, try his animal handlings, I'm going to talk to them in Draconic, try to calm them down. Tell them that we're going to let them out.
If
They
they can
don't
get us
respond. They continue making their noises and trying to get out.
and Draconic just say,
I
"Shut up!
attempt to
We're trying to
untie
help
them.
you."
I'll attempt to try and calm
Or
them down.
get
with
them
some
out, or
nice
whatever.
animal handling.
It's
that
not
I
an
can
animal
do.
handling check, it is a persuasion check.
I'm going to try to persuade them to help us.
Persuade. The same man.
Can I lie to him?
It's
Now
persuasion.
I want to lie to him.
Can I
I'll
try to
talk to
intimidate
them.
them?
I'll
Okay.
talk
That's
to
a
them.
That's
perception
perception.
You definitely see them.
Whoops.
You see them clear as day.
That's
okay.
Jeez,
you're
a
the
plus
plus
12.
Tyler!
Griffle knows how to handle dragon elves. He walks up, pats them
mean-
each.
I think you mean dragons. They're big.
If that's what he wishes to call them. But they all seemingly calm down. He unties them. They all seem to feel much calmer with Griffle around.
He has such a way with words.
I know my dragons. I've killed a few here and there.
As have I.
As have I.
Mm-hmm.
Nonetheless, there are only 4. You might
We also have 2 small people.
Me and Griffin's been a 1.
And I happen to know the way it's ruled is people can ride it, and the creature can grab people without any disadvantage. Because
luckily-
that's how you run the Drake Warden.
Luckily for you, it is possible to fit 2 into each saddle. So you'd be taking the dragon up.
I believe we should.
I'd
yes.
jump on.
No,
Yeah.
no.
I'll jump on with him.
Yes, we'll get on the Dragonels.
Decide who is riding with whom, and who
I'll
will
ride
be
with
holding
Griffle.
the reins of each one.
I, of course, will hold the reins.
So,
Along with
Duval's being driven by
Karnak,
Griffle. Krat, you went
Driven mad, maybe.
Karnax.
I'm riding that Karnak.
So I guess
Karnak rides the Dragonel, Krot rides Karnak. It all works out.
yeah, that's
See him like grabbing a little piece of rope and wrapping it around. Yeah.
Around his ears.
and then Naomi
That's
and
two.
myself will ride the other 2
All right.
separately.
So for each person who is steering it, an animal handling check to try and
Shit.
do well getting out of the city.
This could end bad for me.
That one.
So if I follow Karnak, that'll be fine.
Griffle just
He's doing barrel
Dragons
rolls.
cheating somehow.
Griffle's doing flips.
This is not a horse.
Barrel roll.
This is not a horse.
You're not on his dragon, so shut up.
Do a barrel roll.
Oh god.
Yes. You all manage to make it out. Some of you are just steering, avoiding rocks. Some of you are doing cool tricks.
Oh, yeah. Wait, if I use a flame spell, we'll go faster.
No.
Anyhow, the
Try it.
Dragonels are instinctively flying towards the Dragon Army base.
Oh, well then.
And make another animal handling check to steer them away from it.
No.
But otherwise,
no,
they're
good at
trying-
one of them.
They're trying to
No, it's not-
regroup.
I was gonna jump off.
Oh, thank God.
Still need Naomi and Griffin.
You got
I already
this.
did mine.
Another one I said.
Oh.
You all just managed, at least some of you. Griffle was very focused on flipping and spinning. That it was only at the last minute he realized where his Dragonel was trying to fly to. But you steer them away from the Dragon Army camp at the entrance/exit. Eventually, you also see further off in the distance another force that you recognize the blue banners of the army of Kallamdesh. They have retreated a good ways away, but you could catch up easily now that you have flight.
Then I suggest we head that way.
Oh, it's on. Have Griffle hold on to your ring while you go inside to grab the bar.
That could be tricky coming out.
Yeah.
What's coming up?
Then someone
But-
needs to start wearing it.
I thought I've been wearing it because the last time we said,
Oh, you've just been holding it.
yeah, because the last time we said that it doesn't take damage because of
Oh yeah, being Wanyu.
yeah,
D&D rules.
Yeah.
yeah.
Then go
I
ahead
believe
and
I've been wearing it.
So yeah, contact Darrett, let him know that we're coming in on Dragonels. And before you
okay.
say me do it, you're on a different Dragonel.
Matthias, need you to contact Darrett.
Catch! And then he just jumps off the dragon and starts
Yeah.
Have you seen my handling? This is not a horse. I am barely getting this thing to fly straight.
I mean, I don't think any of us have a handle on the situation.
Griffle does.
No, Griffle does.
All right, I'll go over the far gap.
As long as I don't have to roll another time.
Oh.
Come in,
You
anybody.
can't- I'm
Come
dropping
in.
off.
Are you contacting them, Druval?
Yeah.
Alright. After a few moments, you eventually get a response. This is Darrett with the forward forces of the Kalaman army. Is that you? You've made it out of the city?
We are in the process of making it out of the city on some commandeered Dragonels.
That'd be one way to make it out. It
Yeah.
would seem the Dragon Army is moving its forces away from the city with whatever is going on in there.
Nothing good.
We beat it up. The city.
But, yeah, we are en route to the main army.
I'll tell the guards to keep a lookout and not to immediately shoot down the first approaching Dragonel.
There are 4 of us, 4 Dragonels, so...
One of us is
Very
doing
well.
good.
I look forward to seeing you once you get here. Darren out.
Alright. Boop, boop, boop. Hang up. Okay, we're good.
Yeah. We'll make our way there then.
Alright. It doesn't take you long flying to catch up with the army. They are not camped. They don't have a camp set up anywhere. They've torn everything down. They no longer have the manpower to set up a large force, a large camp. They've been performing hit-and-run attacks on the Dragon Army. But obviously, once everything started floating and shaking and they saw an entire flying building, they decided it was time to call it quits. As they greet you, they do give each of you a superior potion of healing.
Woo! How much does that do?
Oh, I don't need healing, so I'm gonna keep that in my bag. Was it a greater potion of healing, you said?
Superior potion.
Superior.
What, 8 D4s?
Superior is 8d4 plus 8.
Did you just down it?
Huh?
How did you roll?
Yeah. Sorry, I was testing out the... Because, I mean, I am still really hurt.
Okay. But
But yeah, I guess we have our healer, sorry.
and we're also
Yeah.
in a reduced army.
Yeah. Okay, we'll take it. Why did my dice roll blue?
Because
If
you
you
rolled
got-
in max.
A min and a max. Creates a balloon.
Interesting. I didn't know that.
Brian gets it all the time.
Yeah.
But as you are regrouping with the army, the cliffs surrounding the city of lost names grow distant, and their redstone walls take on a violet hue as a floating island drifts over them, crowned by a terrifying temple smoldering in the cataclysmic purple flames. And as the citadel takes up position over the rallying dragon army, you can make out crimson pennants being unfurled on this new weapon in the Dragon Queen's arsenal.
Well, I make my way to Derek.
I shall follow.
He is looking on in a mixture of fear and admiration, you might say, at the flying citadel. But he shakes his head and simply tells you, that can't be good.
No, that is Soth's doing.
Well, I don't think we have time to even discuss that right now. We need to get our troops away from this area. We also need to alert the city of Calaman about that thing.
Yes.
I suggest we head back to Wrecker's Edge, board the ships, and immediately make for Calaman.
Then that is what we will do.
Well, Derek takes you back to where they were trying to base, but the forces that were left were basing themselves. The surviving soldiers made camp on a bluff east of the city, or what remains of it. In the distance, a constellation of rocks floats in the air, some the size of islands, others little more than boulders. However, the largest island is continuing to advance south, though at a rather slow rate. The island holds aloft a sinister temple with otherworldly violet light gleaming from its cracked walls. Its exposed foundation, you notice, is crawling with creatures of blackened bone, animated by the same purple flames.
That's not good.
Anyone who wishes to may make an intelligence.
Oh, what?
An intelligence check.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah.
No. Leave it to me.
Kelly.
Pacha. What's that done? Oh,
You gotta re-roll,
I'll take
Kelly.
the
Oh, I
12.
guess it's the same if she isn't trained in saves.
Well, since you got the same number either way, Trot will take your advantage. Naomi and Trot are able to estimate that it will be several days, possibly weeks, before they're, at the rate that the Citadel is moving, they get to the city of Calaman.
No, we have these.
I guess I don't have a good enough intelligence to know that. Oh, I got the same as Krot.
So they are at the very least not immediate threats. Obviously, as you finish gathering up everything and begin heading east, Darrett rides alongside the party, and he lets you know that the army that you came north with is less than half strength at this point.
I'll be right back.
He has also actually decided to send messengers ahead to tell the ships to relocate to Dreadwolf Cove, which is closer than Wrecker's Edge.
Then it's a good thing we killed that beast that was within there.
He also suggests that you take a couple of the other notable figures of this force and move ahead of the group, since you'll be able to move faster. Head back to Calaman, and then he'll try and lead the army back, hopefully before the Citadel is able to get near the city.
Very well. We will take Dust and Kujul with us.
Those were going to be his recommendations. If need be, you can spend the night here at the camp. They'll actually make out in the morning, if you so choose.
I believe we will take that rest.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone gets a long rest and a level up.
Yay!
Okay, just in time.
Should be level 10.
That's we are.
Approaching the end game.
What did I roll last time? Oh, yay. Oh,
Oh my goodness, I actually rolled well.
So, I'm gonna walk around after our long rest. Go to certain people and ask for their signature in my book.
Oh,
Matthias, will you write in my book?
Sign my yearbook.
I don't know.
I shall.
Alright. And then, I don't know if Karnix can benefit from this since he can't write. So,
I know how to doodle.
I don't know.
doodle.
DM, is that acceptable?
If he writes an X, that is all he knows. What it counts as his intent.
Okay.
We'll put the biggest X possible on there.
Okay. And then, Naomi,
Yes.
can you sign my book?
Yes.
Don't worry, nothing bad happens. Only good things. Now, Griffle or Crot? Neither of them really get into trouble, so I'll just say Griffle. Sign my
I
book.
know why you want me to
Dragon
sign
Slayer.
this. I'm a famous dragon rider now.
Mm-hmm.
I'll sign it.
So now, with my permission, the 4 creatures can write, or they say creatures, but people. Yeah, that is weird. What? It says creatures, Joe.
They're trying to be all-inclusive. Every creature.
Well, whenever a creature whose name is on the page is reduced to 0 hit points, but is not outright killed, the creature magically drops to 1 hit point instead.
Yeah, they're just being inclusive. Every creature. You could pick, like, a horse that you have or something if you really wanted. If you was smart enough, sign. With intent.
So yes. Now, those 4 people, when you are reduced to 0 hit points but not outright killed, you only drop to 1.
I don't plan on dying, so.
Once
Yeah.
per long rest, I imagine.
Once this magic is triggered, that creature cannot benefit from it until you finish the long rest. So it is permanent until you get that hit. So until it's activated, but I can forcefully activate, erase your name.
Everybody leveled up then?
Mm-hmm.
Almost.
I suppose I would go to the trouble to ask Derek if any of the volunteers made it, such as Yurko.
He says they haven't done a full report on all the casualties yet. He has no idea who's been lost. You have to go to the camp and look at
I guess the first place I would check is the infirmary. Don't really have a camp for that.
that. No, there's a medical tent.
Then there's the medical tent!
You find lots and lots of wounded.
I think I'd recognize Yurko, though.
You do, and she's there. She's got bandages on her head, covering one eye, and she's missing an arm.
Oof. Tough luck, bud.
Wow.
I extend my hand to give her a chin up. Yeah.
Damn.
Yurko,
It-
you lived,
It's a,
though. Seems you left something back there.
she's not responding.
Oh, she's out.
Yeah.
Alright. I'll say a quiet prayer for her, and then move on.
Everybody done leveling up?
Okay, I'm good.
Alright. Well, you all get your long rest, leveled up in the morning. Choose to head east on foot, or you try to take the Dragon Elves again.
Oh, so the Dragon Elves did stay.
They did. Several of the soldiers took them and attempted to try to keep them near the horses, but the horses did not take kindly to that, so they wound up setting up a separate little fenced-off area just for them, and hoped that tying them to various stakes in the ground, they would not leave.
Let's ride our dragons.
I suppose we could attempt to take the Dragonelles.
Rookledust is excited to do this. Cudgel is blatantly against.
Well, if anybody doesn't want to directly ride the Dragonelles, I am able to allow people into my sanctuary now. At least 5 people. Whoever wants a nice, cozy ride, I could take.
You may make a persuasion check.
Nah, I'm gonna ride the dragon.
I'm not trying to persuade anybody, I'm just seeing if anybody wants to. But persuasion.
Cudgel believes it is important to come with. She doesn't want to ride the dragon, and therefore she would rather ride in your ring, as odd as that sounds.
Anybody else?
Crot, Griffle, or not? Griffle's definitely going to be flying his. Crot could go in there and keep her company.
I don't know if I want Crot in there.
With all his stuff.
True. There's a lot of stuff in there.
That is not that much stuff.
But with Crot and his new bag, you know how much stuff he could fit in that new bag?
Mm-hmm.
A whole sword.
By the way,
Actually, I don't know.
The moment I see him taking something, I can just immediately eject him out of the ring and he'd go wherever he lands.
I will let everyone know I can now cast Gideon with Nature Spell. As
now
well.
they're gonna take damage.
I talk to the trees,
He is a Lorax, he speaks for the trees.
but they never listen to.
So is it just me and Cudgel?
Cudgel.
Cudgel.
Sounds like it.
Alright.
I'm gonna
Then I
ride
shall-
Karnak again.
I shall go up to Matthias. Can you keep this safe on our journey? And hand him my ring.
Very well.
Okay.
I'll try my best not to drop it.
For Cudgel's sake, please don't.
It was a joke.
Cudgel looks
Yeah.
uneasy,
And then,
even at the joke.
alright, let's go. I shall take myself and Cudgel to the sanctuary.
Very well. Everybody else hopping on a Dragonelle?
Yeah.
Hopefully I can get used to driving one of these.
Well, considering you're no longer trying to dodge rocks, and they've already seemingly understood that they're not going back to the camp, you no longer need to make checks.
Oh, yay.
Even so, it's going to be at least a 2-day travel all the way to the coast.
That's fine.
Oh, let me double check. Oh, you might actually be able to get there in 1 day. Let me double check. Because you'll need to take rest,
Mhm.
because they can only fly for 9 hours per day. But even at 9 hours, that's 72 miles. Yeah, you can get there in 1 day.
And we're leaving in the morning, so we should be there by evening.
Not even. It takes you just past noon, not even half a day. It only takes you, if you only travel, it would take you 5 hours.
And
You
we're not
probably get
even
there on-
pushing them. Yay!
I didn't realize flight that much. I never looked at flying travel.
What do you
Pretty
think?
rare to get it.
Oregon only has them. Just because they
Victory
walk.
screech!
The entire time across the plains.
Took less than a day, half a day. Meanwhile, the army's moving 1 hex a day.
God, the boats aren't even going to be hardly ready for us.
Oh, they weren't expecting you that soon. They were expecting almost like half a week. They were expecting
Shit.
4 to 5 days. So you're already here, and they're not even here yet.
Yeah, we can just fly. We can just fly to Kallaman.
Yeah.
Possibly could.
That would just screw up the entire thing.
Oh, not really.
We're still seen as like bad guys there. We definitely need
Yeah.
dancers.
Imagine flying in on Dragon Army, Dragon Elf, Dragon Army armor on them still, with the Dragon Army symbol still painted on the armor.
Mm-hmm.
So since we're here and landed, and
There's
waiting
a
at the boat,
Kender on
let's
there.
go ahead and put like a symbol of Kallamdesh on there with anything we can find nearby, or at least wipe away or either cover up the paint of the Dragon Army. Does anyone know how to paint?
I am a
Does anyone
knight.
have paint on them?
I'm pretty sure I would be a master of finger.
Didn't we have this problem in a previous campaign? Somebody asked if anyone had paint.
I don't know. I feel like it was
That
our.
too.
I think it was the custom one or two.
I thought it was Tomb of Annihilation. So I was like, "Do you have paint?" We're like, "Why would you have paint?"
Oh yeah, I don't know that.
Yeah, it was Tomb of Annihilation.
I'll commune with nature and ask them where paint is.
I got brown.
Clay. You take clay things. You can make paint that way.
I got brown. Paint.
Wait, why do you have paint?
Don't want. Well,
That's not
technically
paint.
Not paint.
That's not paint!
Sure it is.
No!
So we are landed and just kind of making camp.
Yeah,
Is it-
you so choose. Made it out here, plenty of time.
So how long was it?
A day.
5 hours.
5 hours.
5 hours. Okay.
I guess.
Touch a lot of the ring, I guess. And
Yeah.
yeah, would you try and paint out or cover up one of the other? The Dragon Army symbols and colors.
So what are you trying to use?
Well, if no one has anything that would be related to, what would be? Would charisma be the creative stat?
What is performance under?
Charisma.
Then yes.
All right. Anyone trained in performance?
No, but I can try.
Well, hold on. We'll ask everyone else. Anyone have both high charisma and trained in performance?
Hi, charisma.
High charisma.
You were listening, right? That performance is under the charisma.
Yeah, but you can still be trained in performance without high charisma.
I have a 4-2.
I got
I
a
get a
5.
+4 to my charisma. But training in performance.
I mean, both me and him could work together.
Shulkin, Kelly?
I'm +4 on charisma, but not performance. Also.
Mine's is just a +2.
Tyler, it is up to you. I'm going to commune with nature and gather the materials to make basically a base painter set of its most broad definition.
Hmm.
So
Okay.
I'll begin ritual casting, commune with nature, and asking about the terrain, the minerals, and
You're a geologist?
He's a Karnax.
that's I can do a lot of things if you let me. Yeah, terrain, prevalent plants, and minerals.
Well, first and foremost, they don't understand what the concept of paint is.
Well, they
Or,
it just says I instantly gain that knowledge. It doesn't.
yeah, I'm reading it now.
Basically, I'm using it through my spirit walker. So one of my aspects, either a wolf or a bear, would show up and give me the answer, the information I see.
Alright. I'll say that you can figure out some various materials that would be used to make dyes that, if mixed correctly,
I
could be used as a paint.
color. It's
I just assume
light
I'd
sand.
have some knowledge of what I was using when like painting standards on a shield or with my hands. Or master
I said,
painting, alright?
Were you the one that made the paint, or did you just paint them onto...
I didn't make them, but I would have an understanding of what's in my hands. Not necessarily how to make it.
I mean, yeah, you can find the materials.
Sorry. Jack put.
I saw it.
That fits
listed
way
what
too
my,
well.
my ring.
All right. Well, I'll gather up everything I can, and we'll have someone more creative than me try and figure it out.
I
Or
will
would
do my
that be
best.
someone with high intelligence try and make it into something, and then someone with performance to try and paint?
It'd be an intelligence check to figure out what you need to do to mix it.
All right. Someone who's smarter than us. Who has the highest intelligence?
I got a +2.
All right.
Who is the nerd in the party?
Well,
Oh,
while
somebody who does spells.
while they're doing that, I'm gonna go maintain my equipment.
It's important, Sam.
Oh.
Matthias.
And so is maintaining my equipment.
I shall
Yeah, but
maintain
you
my
just sounded
equipment
like you
along
were-
with Matthias.
Sounded like you were exasperated.
Nope.
Anyway, yeah, everyone's intelligence course.
They're all so low, nobody wants to say.
All right.
I have a +2.
Yes,
I
and
have-
so far you have the high.
I have a +1.
Same.
Is Krot smarter than all of us?
Yeah.
Well, he's definitely more crafty.
So I only have a +1.
What is Cudgel's intelligence? And Rickledust. Rickledust should have a ton of intelligence.
She does have a lot of intelligence.
I will ask her to make 8. With the ingredients assembled.
Never mind. She has no modifier to intelligence.
What?
It's all wisdom.
That's all good.
I don't understand why. But everything for her is in wisdom.
Wisdom's basically experience and intelligence basically studying.
Yeah, I still feel like as an inventor, she should have intelligence.
I agree. Alright. Does Cudgel
Yeah,
have
she-
a higher intelligence modifier for some reason?
We'll find out. Nope.
Alright.
He's all-
Crot!
He's all in strength and con.
It's up to you.
This is a frightening thought.
Can anyone give him the help action in this?
I will help him.
Rolling. Intelligence?
Intelligence
Yeah,
check.
intelligence.
Yeah, making paint is not something you've ever really done before, so
Oh yeah, Housley!
you have no idea where to start, and you just kind of start making a mush.
Whatever. Just needs to cover up the symbols.
Well, he made a brown mush.
Oh shit, I could scoop that out myself.
I'll gather up more materials and he can try again. We've got plenty of time.
Well, I'm going to say that if you keep trying, you'll get a long rest, spend the night here, ships will not arrive till tomorrow, and they'll be surprised that you're already here, but you eventually get to a point where just mixing and matching, Krot's able to make something that adheres, works kind of like paint, not very colorful or special looking, but you cover up the symbols of the Dragon Army.
Taller reigns.
Most likely. But in the morning, the boats arrive, and they're very surprised, as I stated, to find you here. You're greeted by one of the captains, a human man named Haldry Lettuce, who recognizes all of you. So he does point out that Dragonels are new. He also points out that he doesn't think he can get the Dragonels on his ship.
That is kind of what I was thinking.
Now with that attitude.
Well, I assume we'll follow the coast like it did last time. So we can just
Oh.
fly along the coast with him.
Well, he was going to take you personally, and then all the other ships were going to wait for the rest of the army. So it's up to you. You can leave your dragon elf, let him return to the wild, or you can just tell him that you're not going to take the boat and take the dragon elf.
I kind of want to take the dragon. Anyone who wants to take the boat, take the boat.
It should be noted that the boat travels 36 miles per day.
Guys will be in Kallamdesh before the boat.
Why?
Granted,
It's a lot better.
with a particularly good,
Wind.
yeah, they might make it within a couple days,
Yeah, but is it windy?
relatively.
Well then,
Dragon. Taking dragon.
get 4 of them, pick up a boat and fly it.
No, they're not that big.
It's
I
the
said
dragon's
all 4 of
son.
them. Can't they pick it
No,
up?
they're not that big.
How many more do we need?
I'd say you need a total of 8 to pick up a boat, and then you'd be very slow. The boat would sail faster by itself. Because these are large transport ships. That's the reason they're so slow.
So you said I need 20 then to go faster.
Well, it should be, I guess I should state. That's if sails only. If they row and sail, they could be moving potentially 54 miles per a day. And with a good wind, they could make it there in like 2 days. But it's up to you. Are you going to take the boats, or are you going to take the dragon?
I don't like boat ride. You know that.
Everybody else said.
Javal.
He typed in be right back on the
Oh, yeah.
chat.
Yeah. You walk,
What does Naomi think?
she walk away.
Nope, here,
Don't
hold on
know.
a second.
Duval, do you want to take the boat, or do you want to take the dragon elf?
You're not
Wait, I
playing
think
boat.
it's
everybody
easier to
else's
take the
thoughts.
boat.
No, I'm gonna take a dragon now.
I'm taking Carnax.
I mean, I'll go with whatever, but I think it. Yeah, I'll go with whatever.
Duval?
Matthias, what is your thoughts?
I asked you your thoughts.
Well, you're the leader. What are your thoughts? I'm fine with whatever. I guess we shall take the dragon ale. If that is the majority.
Then I guess that is what we will do.
Take the dragon elf.
Vigil, will you be coming with, or will you be taking the ship? Or you can go
Well,
back
the
to
entire
Rick.
reason she came with was to help provide more legitimacy to the report, considering they aren't a
Then
fan of.
You should go. Pack her
you
up.
can either ride on the back.
Nope. She's going back in the ring.
Pack her up.
I do
Everyone's
only
actually
have
comfy.
4. No, what you said it was 5 hours?
We had a long rest, Tyler.
You guys
Oh,
spent the night here.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'm good. And I did send a picture of what the inside of the ring would look like.
I saw it.
But, with weapons and shields stuff.
And the remains of blood and stains from body.
No, those are all cleaned up.
So yes, we will take the Dragonels
All
to
right.
Calaman.
Well,
I do only have 8 hours in the ring, so we have to keep that in mind.
Well, it's a good thing
Oh,
we
you
don't
only have-
stop every night.
Yep.
in which case, you'll still get there in 2 days. You'll just have an hour less. So 2 days later, you make it back to Calvin. You don't run into much when you're in the air.
I would hope not.
Back to our adoring public. Get smacked. in the
That's
face.
good. I need to go see the Hour Master.
So how are you approaching the city?
I think we should land outside of the city and walk to the city.
Yes.
From the air!
What would I do if I
Oh, yeah.
jumped into the city?
Yeah, we're just gonna drop on the castle.
Drop down out of there.
I know it'll get their attention. Meteor swarm.
You know, I'm glad none of us have prestidigitation. Or thaumaturgy.
You don't know what I got.
I like how it included the Raging Great Weapon Master.
That is interesting.
So, want to talk to me about that axe?
The meteors coming down are in shape of fists.
But, don't want to upset the refugees, so we'll go through what the west side? This side?
That'd be east.
East side. That, I forget what the name of the side was. The Trader?
Peasant's Gate.
Warrior's Gate.
Warrior's Gate. So, as you return back, it should immediately be noticed that the city itself looks the same, but the quote-unquote slums, the buildings on the outside of the walls, have grown even further out past them. It would seem more and more people are coming seeking safety in the walled city, but not everyone is gaining entry.
Passage! Passage! Passage!
So, what happens when we land now?
Well, people kind of get panicky and start running when they see dragon elves landing.
But they see our beautiful paint!
Before Karnak starts landing, I drop off him.
There's only one force that uses dragon elves in the entire land.
Yeah, but they'll be distracted by our beautiful artistry.
As soon as we land, I will dismount and begin approaching the gate.
I mean, a lot of people are looking at you cautiously, but
do they
there are no
recognize-
guards out here. It seems to be mostly refugees.
But do they recognize his knight's plate?
Oh yeah, lots of them recognize his knight's plate. That doesn't help him.
Are there guards stationed upon the gatehouse?
Once you get to the gate, you see that there's a line. They are checking people in as they come into the city.
Touchlegoss will go
Well,
with you. Take
when-
her out of the ring.
Wait, I was gonna say when we
I would
land
assume
up
all
at
of you would be.
Well, we need to hitch up our dragon elf somewhere. I imagine someone should guard them.
But I'll approach the guard.
Well, so you're cutting past the line.
Are you evil?
We have important information. Yes, we can cut.
Yeah, I was about to. Really, Karnax, you like wait in the line. We're here to debrief and let them know what's coming.
Are you
I mean, as you approach, they halt you regardless, tell you that you need to get in line to be checked. So you're telling them that you have important information.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. We have information about how the expedition into the wilds has gone. That your council needs to hear.
The guard narrows his eyes and eventually calls over a robed figure, who then performs various spells on you.
like actual spells, or is he?
Do I notice any? Do I know any of them?
You can make an Arcana check. I mean, he's primarily doing detect magic. It looks like he's trying to
Shine bright like a diamond.
They're checking to make sure we're not the shifters.
Eventually, the mage confirms that you do not seem to be false refugees or visitors. You are not shapeshifters. Which the guard then lets you pass.
So what is the plan for our dragon elves then out there?
I'm going to find a place to hitch him and guard him. And wait for word from you guys to see if we can bring him into the city or if we are just going to have to keep him out here. They would be a valuable asset.
Well, I understand this. But I will now take the group to the Castle Kallamdesh
Right.
to talk to Marshal. The Marshal.
In the meantime, I guess I'll find a place to hitch them, and also then after that begin ritual casting. Speak to animals to see if I can actually speak to them. They didn't respond to Chronic, so maybe they are just beasts.
Yeah, if you speak with animals, they speak to you in pretty simple words.
No, don't touch me there.
What?
Yup. But, go into the castle, the familiar conference hall, and its large round table have seen significant repairs since last you were here. Marshal Vendry and Lord Baccharis sit at the table, along with the various bickering strangers who wear the colors of the various Calaman guilds. Opposite the door, a woman in simple clothes sits in the governor's chair, watching the proceedings with concern. Marshal Vendry sees you and stands, surprise clear on her face. She quickly calls for silence, and then welcomes you into the room.
Then I'll walk forward. And
She'll follow.
we have returned from the wilds with the report.
Well, that is the best news I've heard in some time. I was under the assumption that the entire force we'd sent north had been lost.
No, not completely lost, but I do not bring good news either.
Very well. We shall head back to my office, and I will hear your private report on what has happened. And as she starts to stand up and step away, Lord Baccharis clears his throat. I believe that the entire council should hear whatever news they... After all, shouldn't we be deciding on how to deal with this situation together?
Hey, aren't you the guy at the dead son?
Yeah, it's funny.
You're not there.
But, I will look at Baccharis and I will and I'll say, the only option for you is to fight.
Well, the new governor, very hesitantly, says, we really should all be hearing this. It's only fair that the entire council knows. Marshal. To which Marshal Vendry looks annoyed, but then gestures for you to make your report.
Oh yay. So, where should I... Let's see, we went to the temple first, right?
Yes, you did go to the sunken temple to help the sea elves.
So I'll tell them about that. There we...
Which immediately one of the council members interjects. Are the sea elves going to be allying with us against the dragon army?
I cannot say if they will be, as I did not speak to one in charge of their entire tribe. Or was your call tribe? Was she the priestess?
She was just
or...
a priest.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
But,
The high priestess. What a priestess.
Yeah. And the high priestess that has now rejected her god.
Yeah.
But the governor nods and makes a mention. Maybe we should send a delegation to gain their forces in the upcoming battle. To which there was much agreement between the various council members. They all start nodding and harumphing, feeling like they accomplished something.
Then we were captured right after that, right?
Were you captured after that?
Anybody else remember? Because I know we didn't get to the Sunward Fortress right away.
You guys were captured. You went to a portal.
Yes, you went to that portal.
Yep. Yeah, I'll report about that. That is where
never captured.
we were captured, but
No.
managed to free
You were
ourselves
captured.
as well as encountered the Dragoness Akviri, who apparently took a liking to me.
They look confused. Dragon Nest? What? Is that a title amongst the dragon army? A female commander of some kind? And what do you mean they took a liking to? And Lord Bakaris harumps some more. Fraternizing with the enemy. You believe? Unprofessional. This is what you should expect from a knight of Salam.
Anyways, I will ignore him. And I will continue onwards that after our escape, we also managed to, well, during our escape, that's also where we managed to steal a brass dragon egg from the dragon army, of which we brought to one that understood dragons more than us.
You get several, hand waves and head shaking. This is ridiculous. Everyone knows dragons are extinct. The idea that there'd be an egg somewhere and somebody else extinct, they don't exist. They're a legend. Everybody knows
most of my dragon toe at them.
Your rotten dragon toe.
Yep.
Karnak still has the skull, too. But he's not here.
At which point they're just you threw some bones on the table, basically, with how long.
You can roll a persuasion to try and convince them you.
Or actually, it might not be bones so much as you were out in the desert, so it might be dried and partially mummified.
If he had it in his pack, it could have been humid, and if he had it in his pouches, that would have been musty, and all the moisture would have been inside there.
I have a sniff.
I am not sniffing that thing.
Why not?
Either way, most of them are disgusted, and several of them lean further back from the table. This is very uncalled for. Highly improper.
I will give Griffle a look of, don't do anything more, please.
Adventurers, what else do you expect? Is this the type of company a knight of Salamnia keeps?
I so just want to deck him, but I'm going to keep my composure. Let's see. After that, was that when we went to Sunward, or?
After that, then we went to the one place.
Tell them when you fuck the dragon.
I didn't. There's no.
Calling up from the gates.
There is no such thing.
Karnax is not here.
No, I'm yelling from the gate.
This is why I'm glad he doesn't have thaumaturgy.
I could have if I was a Drake Warden.
But
that shit naturally.
Yeah, from there you managed to. Was that where you managed to find your way over to the hidden village?
What hidden village? Are you talking about
The little town.
that town that we left the dragon again?
Yeah, you brought it there, and then from there you went west. Well, you met up with the dragon army again, and then you went west to go and stop.
Kill the child baby thing.
Oh, yes. Though, well, I can't exactly lie to them because this is Random Night, so yes, we killed the dragon, the son of Sarkroston. Did I say that right this time? Sarkroston. The Red Dragon.
At the behest of Akviri.
Yes, and the enemy of my enemy is my friend, is it not?
Remember, it's up to you how you word it. I'm just reminding you what.
Oh, I'm saying that at the behest of Akviri for a favor of keeping our army's location somewhat, not that that worked very well, but somewhat hidden.
There's even more talk about you dealt with a dragon. This was the dragon, as you referred to, was an actual dragon. Does that mean that they can be won over to our side? Make allies.
What'd you say, Andre? What if,
She had a great rack.
oh, for fuck's sake.
Bounce to bounce.
Now there's much talk about maybe there's a way to broker with the Dragon Army and convince some of them to join their side in actuality. But of course, Lord Bakars interjects, "You honestly believe that he's not actually compromised working with the Dragon Army?"
So, after that fight, we went back to the army rendezvoused. We were told about the upcoming battle, right?
You were told about it, but you went to the Sunward Fortress first.
Because we had time to deal with that. So then, yeah, I'll tell them about the Sunward Fortress. Fortress?
Yes, the Sunward Fortress.
And the artifact that we destroyed. Correct?
Did we destroy
Yes.
it?
I can't remember if we destroyed it.
You did destroy it.
Yeah, we destroyed it.
I thought we
Because
left
it
it.
was
Many of them-
evil.
Many of them point out, especially any of those who are have any semblance of magic understanding. Are you sure that we couldn't have used it? What if it could be used as a weapon against the Dragon Army? We could have won battles with that.
That was the same thought the Dragon Army had. But they could not control it. Instead,
Obviously.
they turned into monsters. Worse than they already are.
Some of you were even infected. And in the process
Tadpole.
of being turned into monsters.
You had tadpoles. They didn't grant you powers. They were just going to burst out of your chest.
After the Sunward Fortress, I will tell of Calaman's defeat. About the new weapons that they brought forth. And that Akviri interjected on our behalf and spared us.
At that, for the most part, there is silence in regards to the losses and the defeat. But eventually, one of the council members chimes in with, "It sounds that you have a good rapport with this Akviri. Is there any way that you'd be able to bring her here to the city? I believe that it might be one of our best chances to bring her over to our side."
I have no way of actually contacting her myself. She happened to be able to find us wherever we were in the wilds, as it is a barren wasteland. Quite easy
She
to
can still find you.
It is possible.
You just need to be almost dead. Come over here and I'll almost kill you, and then she'll come to your
You're
aid.
still not here. But
Otherwise, perhaps we can seek out some of the mages and perform a ritual or some kind of messaging magic. If there's a way to contact her, this might be a great advantage for us.
after the battle, we went to Rackenworth. I still
Wakenrath.
Wake it, God! Every time! Why can I not get that right? There we dealt with the magic that was roaming rampant in the tower, which allowed us to eventually locate the lost city of names.
They ask what kind of magic was in the tower. Was there anything that we could use? Something that could help us in this upcoming battle?
No.
No, it was magic from the Shadowfell. Fae.
Like God, I just heard.
They, regardless if it's from the Shadowfell, is there no way to make use of it?
There was not.
Not any way that he knows.
After that, the army and my party made way to the lost city, where Derrit engaged in combat in a surprise attack, and we infiltrated. Unfortunately, during the battle, we were unable to capture the Red Ruin. She escaped from us.
Some of them cock their heads, others... I heard rumors. You tell me there's actually some ace of the Dragon Army
Yes.
And what exactly... What does that entail, being... I've heard the term thrown around, ace. What is...
I do not know
They're
the
a great
particulars
warrior?
myself, either. She did best Karnax during our first fight with her.
I was at like 20 HP!
And she was not an honorable combatant.
But yes, she does
I
not
would have
know
won!
any honor.
Yeah. Where is this Karnak? Did he not make it back?
He is currently outside the city with the 4 Dragonels that we took.
You did bring dragons back? There's
No,
a lot of talking.
not dragons, Dragonels.
Dragonels.
They're
And what exactly is the
dragons.
difference?
Griffle, they are not
Dragons.
dragons.
They are dragons.
Smaller
What
and
was
less
that?
ferocious.
Not persuasion. Okay.
Griffle, be quiet, please. But anyways, upon our
Are they as powerful as Akviri?
they're about as powerful as a fly compared to her, I'm sure.
Well, there's still much questioning about what the uses of the dragon elves could be, and some of them, at the very least, Marshal Vendry in particular, brings up the fact that the dragon elves are a air force that the dragon army deploys, which, as of right now, Kelman has no defense against other than shooting them down, which is why she has been demanding that the various smiths and weapons manufacturers increase the amount of ballistas that can be posted around the walls of the city. But several of the council members talk about getting some of their own dragon elves and being able to repel them with their own air forces.
Either way, I will continue on. As we infiltrated, we met a wizard by the name of Demolin from the actual city, right?
Yeah.
She has been keeping
Which, at several of them interrupt again, that there's a city up there. The wastes is a desert. There's nothing alive other than dangerous predators up there. What do you mean, a city up there?
the lost city of names. The ancient floating Istarian city.
No such thing exists. The concept of flying cities is ridiculous.
And until, how long's it been since the war started with Vogler?
It's been quite a while at this point.
So like a couple months.
No, I don't think a couple months. It may have been like a month and a half to 2.
Alright. Either way, I'm just gonna ignore again. There, Druval got his robes from taking the test. And
You went to some random wizard, a stranger in a cave, and they made you an official member of the order?
I think they're talking to you, Tyler.
Yeah, I know. I have a title of my life. I mean, would her name be known?
No.
No.
No one even knows the
Everything-
city exists.
Everything about the Ishtarian city was erased.
They did a cover-up. The Istarian government covered up that they made that city.
Well, she had great knowledge and great power, and she was able to administer a test that, when I passed, I received my robes and all, and I wouldn't think anybody other than a higher up in the order would be able to do that. Do you?
There's a lot of murmuring and whispering amongst the council members to each other. None of them seem to know enough about magic to really make a judgment call. They just find it getting awarded a position by a random wizard you meet in a cave.
After we had gained some information about the Dragon Army in the city, we also learned that we also went to the Temple of Paladine there, where, as I pull out the Dragon Lance, Salamir's lance was reforged by Paladine.
Several of them looked amazed, including even Lord Baccharis. Dragonlands made whole. The dragons really are returned. Claim this was done at the behest of Paladine?
Yes.
And
told-
there's more chatter.
He gave us the quest to cast back Tarkhesis' shadow.
There's even more talking. You hear lots of talk about the gods returning. Is this mean the end of days? Have they come to finish what they started with the Cataclysm, or will this be some kind of renaissance where everything will be brought back to a greater period?
Oh, before that was when before all that, when we first entered the city, Soth raised the dragon, right? Or was that after?
No, we saw him fly when we first got in.
Okay, so yeah, I'll mention that first before the reforging.
So, they're gaining more dragons, undead ones now, to add to their living ones. I assume we can't win those ones.
No, only the power of Soth seems to be able to control them.
Yes, a Knight of Solamnia.
A former
Great.
Knight of Salamia, Sir Bakars.
Shrug.
After that, we began searching the city for a way into the threshold of the heavens, where
This threshold of the heavens?
it is the central building in the city. It had some sort of magic allowing it to float.
There was again more talk about the ridiculousness of a flying city, but eventually the marshal cuts them all off and gestures for you to continue.
We found the outpost of the dragon army in the city, where their Captain Hask resided. There we attained the passphrase to enter the threshold of the heavens, and we burned it down.
You just talked to another member? You seem to be very friendly with these
I can
leaders.
assure you we did not talk to Captain Hask.
Of course. Now that we question it. Said that he didn't talk.
Every
To
time
get
we open-
information from the Dragon Army rather easily. Summertime.
Well, it is quite easy when they leave it around in a book.
That Lord Bakars again looks away, dismisses you. The others seem to find that a reasonable explanation.
God, I'm finding it hard to just not go off on him. Either ways, we made our way into the threshold of the heavens, where we learned that it is the control center for making the city fly.
Were you able to raise the city up again? Is that... obviously that's not how you got here. We'd all see that.
No, we went to the top where we met Belephaion, another dragon of theirs. That, as soon as we entered the room, he activated the tower.
During this whole time, I'll have been talking to the Dragon Elves, kind of making friends with them, trying to get them to stay there, so I could actually go inside.
Make a persuasion check.
Bum, 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 bum.
Fuck! God damn! Ah!
You haven't even rolled yet.
Yeah!
How smart are they? How smart are they?
How smart are they?
Not smart.
Than you.
But as smart as a beast.
They are... Intelligence 8.
They're dumber than me!
They just... Yeah, you get a response from them, they're just like, well, if you go in, we go in.
Are you hungry?
They all are. They all agree they are hungry.
If you wait, I'll feed you double.
They make a persuasion with advantage.
I believe in you. Damn.
Well, luckily for you, the temptation of food makes them much easier to persuade.
Perfect. And so then I would have been making my way to the castle.
Alright. Karnak starts heading for the castle. Meanwhile, Matthias continuing his story,
Where was I at?
fighting Belephaion.
Yes, we managed to slay Belephaion, but there was no way to...
Another dragon dead.
Yes. As Griffin
Dragons,
said.
2 dragons slain and another one over to your cause. But you to have a way with dragons.
Woo!
I hate you.
Hey, sexy mama. Want to kill all humans?
That's actually relatively appropriate.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Anyways,
He mocked Matthias because he's too horny.
just because my helmet has horns doesn't mean anything. Unfortunately, we were unable to stop the city from beginning its rise. However, because they had not completed their repairs, the city was falling apart as it was going up.
Oh, so they gained nothing from this venture.
Until Soth used whatever magic he had controls over the cataclysmic fire. He managed to raise what I believe was the Bastion of Takesis, and currently it is headed this way.
At that, almost everyone begins talking at once. How many flying citadels do they have? Just the one?
Yes,
At least 40.
Can we assume they can make more?
that would depend on Soth's abilities, of which I cannot
Where is
say.
it? Where is it headed? Is it coming here?
I believe I said that.
How do we destroy it?
I would have to assume by defeating Soth.
Can you guarantee that taking out Soth will cause the fortress to fall?
No, as I do not deal with magic. Only
Somebody
with
says,
sword.
we don't want the fortress to fall. It flies. It'll go right over our walls. It could destroy the city. At which point, several of them begin arguing and shouting at each other about what the best option is, now knowing that the dragon army has a flying citadel coming for them. Eventually, the marshal cuts off everyone and says that this is grave news. She would ask that you go to your quarters and remain at her disposal. In the meantime, the council needs to make some decisions.
Very well, that is what we shall do. And we'll head towards our quarters.
When do I arrive?
You would probably get there as they're getting out of the conference.
I'm here to help.
It is already over.
Oh, we lost.
Oh,
Yeah.
I
Too
will
bad.
turn to Marshall and ask if the Dragonelles can be brought into the castle.
I've been talking to them. They're real good boys and girls.
She says that she will send some guards up if any of you can assist
I will go
to one of the rooftop towers to bring them in there.
I'll send Karnax and Griffle,
with. You'll send?
please.
Now here you go.
They will meet them at the top of this tower.
And I also said I'd feed them double. So I will shell out as much money as it takes to get them a ton of food.
Well, yeah, quite a bit.
Will 50 gold cover it?
Oh, absolutely.
I made them a promise.
While you are in the castle, you do get to overhear some more news about what has happened with the war. You've learned that warlords from Taman Busuk have made an army of mercenaries and are planning on joining up with the Dragon Army. Also, the Kender homeland of Kendermore has suffered some kind of disaster.
What?
You never gotten that thing you've been looking for either.
Nope.
Also, somebody has managed to unite the entire nation of Kur. Powerful warlord indeed. He plans to march west and continue conquering.
Ooh.
Also learn that the Knights of Salamnia apparently tried to send a force aid here,
Excellent. They did get my message.
but because of everything that's happened, the city has refused entry to them. They're currently camped to the northwest of the city, outside the wall. Anything you would like?
I guess we would need to get the Dragonel refitted and actually painted.
In their armor?
Yeah.
That is doable.
And I will spend all night talking to them and sleeping with them.
You're not making half Dragonels, please.
Not that kind of sleeping. They can't even take human form.
Oh, God.
Yeah, that's a bard's job.
Or the druids.
Or Igris's job.
What? Mm.
No, they're taking no fire damage.
You choose not to do anything, you will eventually get a long rest here within the castle.
Yay.
After gaining them the stories of adventure of daring do. And also how good food is and how much it tastes good.
They
I bet they
definitely
like that
agree
one.
with that. They definitely like that one.
When we're done with all this, we'll go on a culinary adventure.
They do not know what that word is.
Definitely.
Well, shortly.
We'll eat whatever we want from one side of the map to the other.
Nonetheless, in the morning, the marshal summons you once again.
Just leaping up on
Perfectly fine. But she summons you this time for a private meeting in her office.
What's up?
She thanks you for everything you've done. Obviously, you've gone above and beyond the service she expected of you. She's just glad to hear that some of the forces are still alive. She asks if Darrett is making it back.
Yes.
Survive all that.
He will be here within a couple days, I hope.
Well, you are all very overdue for your pay. I think you all deserve a bonus at this point. So she hands each of you, other than Naomi, who is not employed, a bag with 1,000 gold in it.
That's 20 pounds.
Time to buy a belt with giant strength.
Where are you gonna find that?
I don't know. Commune with nature!
Tell me where the nearest belt store is.
I don't know.
Remember, this world doesn't have much magic.
It does. It's just in weird places.
And they stockpile whatever they find, so therefore, it would be pretty easy to find it if there was a stockpile nearby.
I mean, as you saw from the city of lost names, the Astarian city,
Yeah, true. There's
a lot of
things.
Oh, right. I forgot. I would have handled Rickledust, the eye of that one golem thing.
Oh, yeah.
She would have taken it.
Totally forgot to mention that.
Well, I wasn't here for it when you guys started talking. I didn't even realize he was with us until we were out flying the Dragon Hills.
She would tell you that, especially now that, since after spending all this time riding on the Dragonels, that it gave her an idea.
Are we eating parachutes? I would love a parachute.
That's something like a wing glider, but
It's a parachute.
She has come up with a new invention. It struck her in the middle of the night. She's designed the first one. She hopes to have more. But she would like to introduce you to the Neri Crash.
Nary trash. That's not a...
She pulls out another metal backpack.
Oh god. It's kind of a parachute?
She explains that it is a device that holds several balloons, so that when you are falling while wearing the device, you pull the cord, and it will cause the balloons to shoot out, which, with your downward momentum, will fill with the air. Catching the air, it should allow you to fall much slower.
Has it been tested yet?
Of course not. She made it last night.
Oh.
I
we
look
I'm
test
gonna go
you.
test it right now. I put it on and I go to about the top of the castle.
No. Why can't we just let Druval do it, who can fly?
Only one.
Oh no.
But he's already taken it and gone.
Jump from the top of the castle.
I sure do.
Oh, you're
I don't
falling.
need it.
We just
And
hear
I'll
him
roll.
screaming on the way down.
Yeah, I'll go with him, Joe.
Yeah!
Pull the lever.
As he gets near the ground, it holds, and you get to the ground. Now, the real question is getting all those back in there.
And not wrecking them.
I toss it into the moat and leave. That was awesome. Where's another one? You know?
She asks
good.
you where it is.
No,
That
I
was
don't
her-
actually throw it. And, I'll bring it in with me. I'll bunch all the balloons in my arms. Alright, how do I put this back in?
I had not designed that part yet. Good.
Ah,
But it worked, though.
yeah, it was great.
Excellent. I'll start figuring out a way to get them back in. In the meantime, I'll see if I can get a team to start making more, and hopefully you'll all be able to wear one.
Perfect.
I don't need one.
No,
Is she taking it back to work on some sort of extraction mechanism? Or...
yes,
Okay.
the game has
Oh, I forget. Was the marshal done talking to us?
No, you literally picked it up and ran out.
She wanted to let you know, also, that the war has not been going well here, south. Kallamdesh has managed to hold its own, but the Dragon Army has claimed much of the surrounding territory. She finds it a bit conspicuous that they seem to be avoiding the city. They've managed to muster a large force in the now ruins of Bogler, and with your news of the Citadel, she assumes that they are waiting for that to arrive.
That would be my conjecture as well. If they have not begun their assault.
She has since ordered all troops to return to the city, trying to shore up the defenses. They've abandoned the Wheel Watch outpost in the south, as well as a number of other outposts and checkpoints along the road. The shape-shifting ones have been getting into the city. As such, they have had to issue IDs in order to try and get people in and out without random shapeshifters. And even then, if someone can steal the ID, or worse yet, kill the original person and take their place, as such, they have taken the aid of what few mages in the city there are to check those who go through the gates. Since they've implemented the mage checkpoint, they have not had an instance of a shapeshifter making it in.
Since there's a flying city and all coming towards us, and we have Dragonos, do you think we could, make explosives big enough to destroy the foundation of the city and make it collapse before it reaches us?
She looks at you oddly. You mean, like, with magic?
In Karnax, I doubt we can even get close to that. Do you not see the creatures crawling around on it? Not to mention, they would have Dragon Army troops all over, as well as Dragonels.
I could get us close.
Rather try and think of something than wait for it just to be here.
I think an infiltration mission would be quite informative.
Infiltrations only work if you have a distraction to keep them from looking. We have no such distraction.
Sure we do. So it's Cornax.
We have a Crot and a Carnax.
I'll attack them directly. You lose 500 life points.
Well, the city, you've got time. Obviously, it's going to be a while before the Dragon Army. Anything you'd like to do in the city?
Oh,
To do it.
I will
want to
ask
go.
the Marshal about the Knights, what the plan is with them.
She wants to use them, but
How
the
do you
council
do the
refuses
armory?
to let them in.
Even if you were to check them.
This isn't a matter of them being shapeshifters. It's a matter of the people not trusting the knights. People were already uncomfortable with them, and the last council was slain by,
Understandable.
he raises air quotes, knights of Salam.
I understand.
Nonetheless, you as a member of the Order could at the very least go and see them, if nothing else.
But also, to speak of our experience fighting the Dragon Army, they use quite a lot of fire. If we can put together some materials that are flame retardant, perhaps reinforcing wooden structures that are important, or even our shields or equipment.
She nods at that. She doesn't think there's enough animal hide in the city to cover that much.
Well, speaking of the contraptions we saw in the field, perhaps we only make enough for a specialized force to assault it.
She nods again.
Makes sense to me. They're obviously going to be bringing fire here.
Or the red dragon.
Not the black, not the purple.
Does that mean the
Definitely
Blue
yellow.
Dragon Army has contraptions that shoot blue lightning?
I don't even want to think about the
Possibly.
Blue Army.
Not to shoot water.
I'm sure the Green Dragon Army is just all Nazis.
What?
I said I'm sure the Green Dragon Army is just all Nazis.
Why?
Chemical warfare.
I mean,
They're acid! No, wait. They are poison. Yeah.
Black Dragon is acid.
Yeah, I was like, yeah.
it'd be World War I Imperial Germany. Not Nazi. That'd be Blitzkrieg.
Alright, that's fair.
Lightning War. Like the Blue Army.
Well, if we have no more to say to the Marshal, I suggest we go do something.
Yes, I have to go see my friends down in the market.
Gotta go get some more arrows.
Too bad you don't need bolts. I got a lot of those. I wonder how the
Arrows.
Army's quartermaster's doing on supplies. We low on anything?
And I suppose.
Going there and asking him?
Yeah.
Fire arrows.
And I suppose I go to the Hammer Strike Forges to get any equipment that's up.
Alright, well, you go to the Hammer Strike Forges,
Yeah.
you see a sign hanging on the door. Out of stock. Sorry and good luck.
So that's gonna be my next time. That's where I sell all my stuff anyways.
Okay, but they can't maintain?
They're not even open.
A good boot to the door would open it.
It would.
And so would the guards be coming then?
And a good axe to the head would open their heads.
But does the quartermaster say anything?
Open your minds to me. It's a shame. Guess I'll go browse the city markets or something.
You notice that there is a distinct lack of any weapons or armor in the market.
What's the point of having all this gold if it's meaningless? Is there a black market? We have
You
two
have to
roads.
ask Krot.
Find the black market.
And
So-
Griffle just doesn't seem like the type that would go to the black market.
I disagree. I think he'd
Yeah.
be super interested in all things.
I'm gonna walk around.
I would be super interested in.
Tyler, I
going
thought you
to
were
the
dealing
black
with the
market.
quartermaster.
Well, I've been trying to.
I was gonna say,
But
you want to go to
every
the
time
quartermaster?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
like
he's
every time
got
I ask,
tons.
he always talks over me.
He's got a whole lot of stockpile.
Okay. Going to the forges.
Right, they're closed.
I'm gonna ask anybody around if they know where I can find the owner of the forges, or near the weapon markets.
Which one?
Tells you that they live there, but odds are they're currently working.
Well, I have some stuff that I'd like to sell them that I think they'd be interested in. Could you point me to where they'd be working if they're not here at the forges?
They point you to the warehouses in the eastern part of the city.
All right, thank you. I shall head there.
Right?
I'm finding my forge, buddy.
You head to the warehouse district, and you notice that they've erected fences and are guarding it.
They're guarding the warehouses.
Yes.
Yeah.
And there didn't used to be fences there. There were just guards that occasion there, but now there are fences and lots of guards.
Well, I'm guessing there's a gate somewhere.
There is.
I walk up.
They asked to see your identification.
Wait,
Did we get cards?
I was gonna say, do we have identification?
No, nothing has been issued.
Other than, we don't have any kind of like military identification, or?
I mean, you do. You've got your symbols to show that you're part of the military.
Oh, I show that.
And then they ask for specific identification, who you are.
Which we don't have.
I mean, I think I got a letter with from the Order of the Mages
Oh my
with
god.
my name on it.
Shakes his head. Not
All right.
nice.
Well, I'm just looking for the owner of the Hammer Strike Forges or any weapons dealer, any weapons merchants, not dealers.
Which owner of the Hemstrike Forges?
I have some.
They're
Either.
brothers, I believe.
Yes, either.
I thought they were brother sister.
Was
So
it
I have
brothers?
stock I am looking to sell.
He looks at you. Stock, you mean.
Weapons.
He looks at the other guards. They all nod. And then they usher you in. And then they shut the gates behind you and demand that you turn over all your weapons.
And then stick me like an apple.
I was gonna say you really want to do this.
Can you not cause problems, please?
You're not there.
I
As
know.
well as being part of the army, I am a part of the Mage Guild, Mage Order. I can tell you right now, you are seriously outmatched.
By decree of the council, all weapons are to be confiscated and be put into military use.
All right. Okay. I start reaching for my pack, and I fly the fuck out of there.
Several of them shout, but I mean, they weren't expecting you to fly away.
I land a couple blocks, away, and I'm like, I'm going back to the. Actually, I'm gonna go find somewhere to sell my skull. I got.
Why are you trying to make all this money? There's nowhere to put it to use.
Somebody wants. I'm just getting rid of the stuff,
They sell stuff, there's no weapons or armor for sale.
Yeah.
And as Duval has learned, there's apparently been a decree by the council that all weapons and armor are going to be put to use by the army.
Where's
So
the black
then-
market?
Yeah.
So, in order to find a black market. Specific rules for me.
That's cool.
You need a. Don't you need like a
Thieves can't.
Well, thieves can't help, but you can find it
thieves
even
can't
without.
find the black market?
Thieves can't help you in finding it. You don't need it.
Oh.
I would find the two sneakiest guys I know.
Crot. Griffle.
Yep.
I mean, Griffle's not going to know what to look for.
I would say an investigation check. And if you have thieves can't, you have advantage.
It's up to you two.
Well,
Anyone can make it.
Do you have thieves can't too?
Brian,
So,
try that. Even better.
do you not want part of this, Brian? Crot?
Oh, I suppose. We know better.
I'm
I
definitely
just
not
assumed
having any part of this.
I just assumed you wanted to check out a black market.
Well, I have stuff that would sell great on a black market. I'm not going to look for it.
I don't think he's.
you have
interested.
advantage. Well, I'm assuming you have thieves can't. You're a rogue.
I mean, I was going to say that's an automatic that they get it.
So, you make another roll quick. Yeah, higher.
I could have done it. What happened? There we go. Yeah, no. I'll
Well, somehow, Griffle finds his way into the black market.
I put it into his head that there was one, and he got interested enough to look for it.
I mean, Griffle, how...
Oh.
Well, with his advantage, the second one is 21. We found them! Griffle found Krot's rolls on the black market.
You did. Good lord.
So Krot and Griffle are able to find their way. And, yeah. In the city market, there's a couple of people that, can point you to some back alleys where they might have a couple barrels or crates that have items you're looking for. Griffle, you specifically learn that, Melura, she has a back room with all the really cool stuff that they told her she couldn't have. But
Ooh.
she wasn't gonna just let them take it from
The
her.
other Kender. Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, the Kender that runs the store.
Chicken robot too.
Uh-huh.
She's
What's
got a
back
room.
here?
She's got a back room with all kinds of cool stuff. A lot of it is still just random stuff that she thought, apparently, now that she has a back room, deserves to be back here. But, she does have weapons and such. And you recognize amongst all of it, a hoop hat.
Done.
Oh.
I want that.
Immediate money
What?
in hand.
Yep.
What?
A hoop hat.
It's the item he lost.
But because of the increased black market prices, she's selling it for 3 gold.
Three.
God, you're breaking.
Here's 10.
You're breaking him there.
It would have been hilarious if she was selling it for 5 silvers.
Did you say 10?
10. Give her 10.
She looks upset. Demands 4.
I give her 4 more.
She hands you back 6.
Oh. I buy
I guess I
4
would have
gold
went
for
with them.
random junk around the place.
Alright.
What other kind of weapons does she have?
I mean, it's random. You're not even sure what. It's not all labeled, and it's all just kind of randomly on shelves. You'd have to look around.
I'll walk around. Is it only weapons?
No, she's got all kinds of random stuff.
I will try and use Arcana. Nope. It's all magical. I'm pretty sure.
Everything in this room is magic.
Yeah. I gotta use Arcana. Watch out. There's your Arcana checks.
Oh, there's lots of
Okay.
magic items in here, including the hoopak that Griffle just bought.
Magic.
The
Sweet.
+2 hoopak.
If only I didn't didn't dislike the black markets.
Yeah, there's several things in here that are magic.
Any of it gear I would use.
Possibly.
Does you have a bow?
Double check.
Kind of range weapon?
Terrific. My damage won't change then.
She has magic items you're finding are there's a handful of just various weapons that are like +1 and such. You notice that there's
Sharp bows, short swords.
there's an yeah, she has a +1 short bow.
Ooh. I want that short bow. How much is that short bow?
The bow, because of the increased price, is selling for 500 gold.
Oh! I was like, let's just buy all the magic items because it's gonna be real low. I mean, super high. You don't have that money? We all just got 1,000.
Can I trade her a crown for a bow?
A crown?
I don't have
Was
a
the
solid.
crown magical?
Brian,
Oh, yeah, no, you all got-
Oh,
You all got paid 1,000.
yeah.
You all got paid 1,000 when you came back to the city.
Oh,
I mean, except for me,
did
right?
I didn't know.
Except for you. Yeah, everyone but Naomi. Because everybody joined the army but Naomi.
Is
But
there
if you want to
anything-
try and trade her a crown, you can make a
I
persuasion
didn't
check
know.
to barter with.
I must have lost for that.
Yeah, you can pay her or you can try to barter with her.
Is there anything you would like me to look for you, Naomi?
I'm sorry, what?
Is there any items that you would like for me to look for? You?
Oh, no, it'd be American position, right?
Yeah, persuasion.
Like, do you use a shield or?
I have a shield. I have scale mail and I have a mace. I mean, I've got maybe
yeah, but
just
if I
some,
can
like
find magic stuff.
right, like yeah, sure.
She's not all that interested in your crown.
Had a,
Or just like potions of healing
had
and
a
stuff.
4. Yeah, I'll try it. No. My crown? My gold? I'll just pay the 500.
Alright, 500 gold and you get a +1 short bow.
Yay, Brian finally has a magical weapon.
So is Grapple.
I do. What else you have in there?
Is there a shield among those magic items?
There is not a shield, but there's a fancy looking axe.
Like a great axe or just a hand axe?
It is a great axe.
How much for the big axe?
He has a
Axe
sword.
is 400 gold.
How about 350 and a firm handshake? No. No, I'll give her 400.
Alright. Get a very nice looking axe.
Oh, but it wasn't magical?
It did ping magical.
Oh, okay.
This one requires
Perfect. Does she have any potions of healing? Or like,
does have potions of healing.
was there any magic medium armor?
There was not.
Or magical mace?
Nope, no magic mace.
Alright, well, I'll buy the potions then.
Alright. They're 50 gold each.
How many does she have?
And she has
Oh, Brian, don't forget that bag of gold you pulled off the dragon. You can count it.
Oh, yeah.
she has
Yeah.
9 potions of healing.
Never did count that bag, did you?
No, because I have it.
I did not.
Then I suppose
I think
I
I
will
got the
buy.
dragon?
Oh, you got one off the dragon?
Yeah, there
Oh,
was
yeah,
one
you
on Belephaion.
Oh, yeah. I have the payroll, which we haven't counted yet either.
Oh, yeah! No, Brian, I think Joe told us how much it was.
1,000 gold was in the bag.
Which
Which bag?
That Belephaion was carrying.
Oh, so Brian had another 1,000.
Yes.
I'll give her 450 for the healing potions.
Right.
And I'm almost out of money now. But I will have bought for the party. Well, I don't have money to keep looking, so I guess
You say my name, Fish?
What?
Hmm?
And I will begin focusing on this axe.
Well, I have money to look. What else do she has?
There's a magical bag, magical boots,
Ooh.
magic
What's
cloak.
to do?
You don't know what they do. You
Oh.
need someone to cast Identify.
I want to spend money on stuff I don't want to.
I guess I would head to.
How much are the boots?
There it is.
Boots selling for 4,000.
Jesus! Oh wait, I have these sapphires. They're worth 1,000 each. I'm pretty sure. If I remember when I looked them up, right?
Got sapphires. Where were they from?
The dragon chest, where I got the javelins as well.
Yeah,
Because I was looking up what
Belephion's
sapphires
chest.
are for.
Belephaion chest.
Well, see, they could be priced differently.
I suppose.
The entire bag is worth 1,000.
You get small sapphires.
That's a letdown.
I was gonna say, Wyand's apothecary. They didn't have potions, did they?
She did.
Oh yeah, she did. I'm gonna head there.
She kept them in the back.
In
Her-
the back.
Her upfront stuff was not actually magical. She make people think.
Yeah, I'm gonna head there.
How much is the cloak?
I'll sell these pretty blue gems to you. If she's
Cloak. She'll definitely buy the gem.
for 1,500. They're pretty and blue, and I got them out of a dragon's box.
The cloak is selling for 5,000.
That must be a damn good cloak.
Or-
Goddamn.
She doesn't know what it is, and she's just selling it for that.
That is the question.
Stupid. I know that bag came with gems. How much them shits are worth?
The gems. So in your bag, the one you took off Belephaion, you also have a ruby worth 250 and a crown. Oh, yeah, that crown.
I have the crown.
I'm going to say that you need to make a check to guess the value of that crown.
The crown? Okay.
Yep.
What do I need?
I'm going to say intelligence check.
Oh.
Yeah, you're not quite sure how much the crown is. You know it looks really fancy.
Spend a gold.
Does she accept my offer
Of
with sapphires for 1,500?
Yes.
Perfect.
I'm gonna sell the gems. How much did you say they were? 250?
250.
Sorry to spend so much time just buying things, guys.
This
I mean-
is how shopping works.
That's how it
Alright.
works.
Shopping session.
Does she have any bombs?
She does not.
Oh.
How about
She has a
magic
plus one
arrows?
magical sword?
Does she have what?
A magical sword?
She does.
Does she have magic arrows?
Is that?
Short sword is 200 gold.
Oh, okay.
And she does not have any magic.
We never had magic arrows.
The boots are 2,000 gold.
Boots were 2,000.
Have that money.
I'd almost have 2,000 gold.
There's also a magical candle.
Magical what?
God.
What?
A magic
Candle.
candle.
How much?
Candle?
Candle.
So you say a magical candle or candy?
Yes. Candle.
Magical
Oh,
The candle
I
is
need no
selling
see. I don't need no
for-
candle. I see in the dark.
100 gold.
Yes. Is it actually magical? Did it quench magic?
Yes, it is.
Oh. Yeah, I'll buy it.
All right.
Alright, I'm gonna just leave before I keep buying things.
Taking your own day and my stuff.
I'll go back to Castle Caladan. No, I don't have. I need to attune to this axe. I know there's alleys full of barrels, I guess. Or are we just treating this as like the official place for it? Or will we-
There's other ones, but Allura probably has the best selection.
I need some more arrows, so I'm gonna go back to the quartermaster.
He'll grant you arrows. You are an actual member of the
Good.
military.
I want
However many you
200.
need. He will give you that, although he thinks it's a little ridiculous.
Nonsense. That's no such thing. It's ridiculous.
Alright, I'm gonna start figuring
I am
out
done.
what these magic items are.
Anybody else doing anything during their day in the city?
We got 3 minutes left.
I want to go to Wyatt's apothecary
Yeah.
and get some potions.
And a potion.
I forget what kind she had. I'll see if she has
Yeah.
any. Wait,
She has potions of healing.
yeah. Is there anything else?
She has potions of greater healing.
And
She has
I don't know why I bought a short sword. I'll never use it.
Mm.
I just want a magic one. Just in case.
In the meantime, I'll pass out 2 potions to Naomi, 2 potions to Matthias, 1 potion to Gripper, 1 potion to Kron.
How many for me?
2.
Yay, thank you.
So
She
2,
also has-
4, 6.
a potion of animal friendship. A potion
do?
of no, the Wyhead.
And I
Potion
give 1
of hill
to
giant strength. Oil of slipperiness.
I actually know what all these things are now.
That's what oils do. You just rub it on.
how much is the potion of hill giant strength?
The potion of hill giant. 500 gold.
And then how much are the greater healing potions?
Also 500.
All right. I'll buy. She has 2 potions of greater healing, and then the potion of hill giant strength.
Right. Does do all 3.
Okay.
Have a good night, Kelly.
So, Matthias, I'm assuming next time you'll go out and talk to the knights that are outside the trade gate.
Yeah.